Hey fellow backyard bowyers, Nick here. Today I'm going to show you how I made this bow out of half-inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe. This bow pulls 20 pounds at 28 inches and 15 pounds at about 20 inches. So this is a nice bow for younger archers or somebody looking for a smaller bow with a lighter draw. Let's get started. I've cut this piece of pipe down to 48 inches long. I've made a mark in the center, 2 inches from either side to make the handle. Then 6 inches from the end to make the recurves, 6 inches from that for deflex, so for a total of 1 foot from the end, and the same 2 marks on the other side. Using the heat gun, I'm going to heat the pipe from the handle all the way to the end until it is completely soft and can be squeezed with finger pressure all the way down the length. It's important to make sure that it's completely soft because if there are any hard spots, it will keep the pipe from flattening properly when it goes into the jig. I'll place this in here as straight as I can, line it up to the middle of the handle, place this straight down, clamp it. Perfect. So I've got it at 1/2 inch on this side, and the ends are touching on this side. I'm going to let that cool, and we'll pull it out, make sure everything's straight, and then flatten the other limb. Alright. So it's fairly straight. I'm just going to correct any bends. There's a little bit out here. It's not a big deal because we'll fix that when we do the recurve. And another major flex out here. Alright, that looks good. So I'm going to heat this limb up and we'll get this side. you can see this limb is thicker than this limb. So to compensate for that, I'm just going to go back, heat this up slightly, just until it starts to puff out. I'm going to clamp it up again. Often I find it easier to flatten the limb first and then re-taper it if it has any problems. Alright. So here it is. Now you can see the limbs are pretty much even now. So now I'm going to heat the handle between the two handle marks, right in this 4-inch section here. And once it comes completely back to round, I'm going to place it onto this board and press in the handle shape. So now that it's soft, I'm just going to press the handle from the side. I want it to be between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch in diameter at the handle. It's going to allow arrows to fly a little better, and it will also keep the handle from flexing as much, which will help with hand shock and ease of shooting. There we go. That looks good. I'm just going to make sure the limbs line up through the handle. This one's got a little bit of a bend right here. So we're going to make it straight through the handle, and we'll fix this up. Now I'm going to work on this inner 6-inch section. I have the tip here, and then this section. So I'm going to work on this section first, heat it up. We're going to put a little bit of deflex, and we'll make our recurves. Alright, so you can see there's about 2 inches of deflex. So I'm going to go ahead, heat the other side, and match it up. Now I'm going to heat up the last 6 inches and put in a recurve. So here's one tip, and here's the other. So here it is. Looking at it, everything looks nice and even. Looks good. So now I'm going to cut my nocks, and then we'll string this bow up. I've put a piece of paracord on here with an overhand knot. Bring it down to the other limb. Pull out some of the stretch so that the cord is taut. I'm going to measure 4 inches down from the nocks. I'm going to tie this off. And brace the center of the handle on my leg. There it is. We'll try at about 20 inches first. It's 15 pounds at about 20 inches. Let's see what it does in a full draw. And 21.8 for about a 28-inch draw. I've gone ahead and marked an inch from the center. This is going to be where the arrow rests. It's going to get glued on. I've gone ahead and made a tab style arrow rest. I'm going to be gluing this right here onto this bow. To do that, I'm going to be using some hot melt glue. This is a glue stick for gluing down carpet. Very tough stuff. And I'm going to be using it to secure this rest on the bow. There's a little bit of glue on the outside. I'm going to clean that up. And when you're doing this, you can see there's a little bit of gap, and that helps fletchings go through, which is really useful if you're using vanes, so they're less likely to kick off of the rest. Here it is. As you can see with this rest, it holds the arrow there, and it keeps it consistent at all times. So here it is, all finished up. I hope you enjoyed building this along with me today. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.